Everybody, guess what? We're live this afternoon. One of my favorite things to talk about is food, and we're here with Chef Devin at the Harpeth Hotel. How's it going there? I see you're sitting there. You're sitting close to the 17.99 bar. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, I'm in our private dining room right now, but
Okay.
it's going well. We're staying busy.
Staying busy. That's good to hear in downtown Franklin. Now, you guys were closed for a while, but you reopened. Tell us how that's going.
Yeah, so we reopened May 1st. We've been going slowly since then, making sure that, of course, we're taking all the proper precautions to ensure the safety of all of our guests. But since then, we have, developed a new menu and started going in a little bit of a different direction than where we were at pre-COVID.
Yes, so you were just announced as the new head chef. So tell us about what you brought to the Harpeth Hotel.
Certainly. So my take on food is, it needs to be approachable. It needs to be something that anybody can find a connection with. I love drawing connections from my past and my childhood. And for me, it's really important when somebody sits down that they can draw those nostalgic feelings of, something that reminds them of like their grandmother or what they used to do in the summertime. And you can make connections like that by approaching food in just almost a simple manner. So our take on 17.99 is, local and seasonal. We want to play to the seasons with the food. We want to support our local farmers and our ingredients that are sourced here in the South. And we're going to take a Southern approach to the food and just make it a simple, relatable product that everybody can find something that they like.
You mentioned a new menu. Tell me what's going to be on the new menu.
So we're going a couple of different directions. Like I said, our primary focus is going to be think Southern first. So I'm going to draw inspiration by ingredients and product from the South, things that inspire me that are in season. And then from there, we are just going to put our own interpretation and our twist on it. So, for instance, right now, I feel like every menu needs to have a chicken dish, right? A lot of
Yeah.
times the chicken dish is viewed as the pedestrian safe dish on the menu. And while I think it can be that, I also want it to be interesting too. So what we've done is we've done a Cornish hen, which is small, 1.5, 2 pound game hen, and we're serving it with wild rice and chimichurri. And it's something that's really delicious, but it's also really relatable and safe for somebody who doesn't necessarily want to go out on, the shrimp and grits route or a charred scallop route.
Yeah. You guys were kind of known for your burger. Is there going to be a new burger on this menu?
Certainly. So we're still going to be offering our burger. It's going to be offered at the bar. So guests will be able to enjoy that while they're sitting at the bar, or if they're coming out and enjoying live music, they can get that then. And we have a burger that we offer in McGavick's, our cafe, and that is offered from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock daily.
Okay. So that's new because McGavick's hasn't had as much food in the past. Is that right?
Correct. So in the past, McGavick's kind of served more as a coffee shop. And what we have done is we've taken this opportunity when we shut down for a little bit to re-examine our outlets and look at them a little bit differently. So McGavick's is what we are viewing now more as a cafe. It has local offerings from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock daily, and it's pretty much an all-day brunch menu. So there's items that are available for breakfast, there's items that are available for lunch. You can get those any time of the day between 7 and 3. And it is our casual concept for the Harpeth Hotel. It has things like a burger, an omelet, a egg white frittata. There's some fried chicken on there, a blackened fish sandwich, just a more casual concept than our fine dining approach at 17.99.
Okay. So that's new.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Tell me, what is your favorite item on the new menu?
So for the dinner menu, I am a huge fan of our snapper dish that we're offering right now. Snapper is it's a Gulf red snapper. It comes from the Alabama coastline. So it's local in the sense that it's one of our closest bodies of waters to us.
Yeah.
And, something about the Gulf really speaks to me. I could get fish from anywhere in the world. I can certainly get, snapper from other countries like Mexico, or I could pull it from, Norway. But to me, it's really important that we pull from the Gulf, and that we support local domestic fish, because it helps tell the story. It's the story that we're creating. It's the experience. Like, I not only know where my fish came from, but I know which captain pulled it, what boat he was on, and I can get down to the real gritty and figure out, what specific part of water he had, and I can tell the whole story all the way down to, he smokes marble reds and everything like that. So for me, that's really cool. That's what's going to make me interested as a customer when I go out to eat. If I know that Captain Jack caught my snapper off the Alabama coast, I mean, it's interesting, and
Yeah.
it makes it fun.
Yeah, and living in the Franklin area, that's more relatable because we've probably all been to Alabama and can
Sure.
probably say we know where he probably caught that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yes. You mentioned earlier a little bit about safety, so let's go over those things real quick so people will understand what are you guys doing there at the hotel?
So all of our staff is required to wear masks and gloves at any time they're in contact with food. We're doing that anywhere from the back of the kitchen when we're prepping the food to when we're cooking the food. Once the runner is running the food, they're wearing gloves, they're wearing masks. Our servers are all wearing masks, and we're taking all the measures for as far as the safety of the guests and making sure that we're sanitizing the tables, everybody's spaced out adequately, 6 feet, as set by the city of Franklin. And we're just going by all the standards that the mayor has set for us. Right now, those are, the protocols that he weekly updates us on as far as, what it is that we need to do to make sure that the guest is staying safe.
Right. Just to let everybody know, in case they were out of town, it kind of happened right after 4th of July. There is a mandate for mask. And so that does require that you customers wear masks as they enter the restaurant. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
So you want them to wear them as they enter, and then when they sit down at their table, they're able to remove them.
That's correct. So Franklin has said that, obviously there's a mandatory mask guidance going on right now where they require you to wear them anytime you're out in public spaces. There's actually, a list, just like you spoke of, with, there's exceptions to that. I think some of them are like when you're working out and you can maintain proper distancing, of course, when you're eating and drinking. But we encourage all of our guests when they enter our building to have a mask on. And then if they get up from their table at any time, that they put their mask back on, not only to protect themselves, but to protect our staff as well. We're trying to do everything we can to protect them. And it's just, it's our duty to protect each other.
Yeah. Tell me what it's been like during I'm sure no one has experienced this, but what has it been like for you as a chef during a pandemic? What does that look like for you?
I mean, it's certainly one of the most challenging points in my career. It's definitely been a day by day type situation, especially at the beginning. There was difficulty getting product. There's difficulty sourcing ingredients, which is why it took us a while to really get to the point where we were able to fully go in the direction we wanted to with the menu. Um, for a while, it was very difficult to get dairy. You couldn't get butter. You couldn't get cream. You couldn't get like the staple ingredients that you need in order to make a dish. So I
Wow.
was very hesitant to go in a direction of trying to be ambitious and create a menu when I didn't know if the next day, if I ordered something, it would come in.
Right.
So luckily, we were incredibly fortunate. The city of Franklin was very forgiving in allowing us to take our time in order to get it right. And the food world has finally hit a point where product is becoming more and more sustainable. It's not nearly as hard as it was a few months ago to get beef anymore. So it's calming down slowly, and it's getting more consistent to what we were used to.
Yeah. I know even just for us as consumers, going to the grocery store was difficult because many items were out. You had to like try to plan ahead or try to order or ask when things might be coming in. So I can only
Sure.
imagine running in a restaurant what that was like. Um,
Yeah, certainly challenging.
yeah. Tell me about your experience in Nashville. You've been a chef at other places. Tell us about that.
Sure. So my most recent property, I worked for a hospitality group called QED Hospitality, and that was a hospitality group that managed the Thompson Hotel in Nashville. So similar setup to the Harpeth Hotel, slightly bigger, a little bit more banquet space, and of course they had a rooftop bar. But I served as the executive sous there, and I was also the banquet chef there. So I stayed there for close to 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
So it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more intimate, and probably a little bit easier for you to have more control over the whole project. Would you say that's an accurate
I
description?
mean, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it was any easier here, but yeah, no, it presents its new challenges in different ways. It's a smaller property, so it's certainly more manageable. But with that, we're able to do a lot more interesting things, and we're able to kind of expand and grow in different areas that I wasn't able to do at my last property.
Yeah. We didn't talk about one thing about the menu because someone just asked me, what's for dessert? Because that's like, sometimes you just want to go out for dessert. You don't want to necessarily do a meal. So tell us about the desserts.
Sure. So right now, and that menu is, of course, in the neighborhood of growing as well. We have two offerings that we're doing right now. One of them is a hummingbird cake, and a hummingbird cake is a southern take on almost like a carrot cake hybrid. So it's composed with pineapple and pureed banana, and we serve that with a cream cheese frosting and some candied pecans, and we do some little whipped meringues on there as well to kind of elevate that. And our second one is it kind of plays true to my heart, especially in the month of July. It is a s'mores pot de creme. So a pot de
Wow.
creme it's like a chocolate custard pudding. And we put an interpretation on it like a campfire s'mores. So the idea behind it is it's got the marshmallow fluff, the graham cracker crust, the Hershey bar. It's supposed to take you back to when you're going camping with the family over the summertime. So that's kind of the idea with that one.
That sounds amazing. I love anything like that. You could go in the little fireplace room and eat it and pretend like you just cooked it, right?
Sure. Yeah, certainly.
Hey, it's great to catch up with you. Thanks so much. Now tell everybody when you're open. I know you said you just reopened back in May, but what are the hours? Are they the same as before or are they a little different?
They're a little bit different. So right now, 17.99 is open from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock daily. We do a brunch offering on Sundays from 10 o'clock in the morning till 3. And then McGavick's, our casual concept, is open from 7 o'clock to it's changing a little bit, but 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock,
Okay.
Monday through Thursday. And then it's open at 7 o'clock on the Friday through Sunday, but it closes at 3 on those
Oh,
days.
gotcha. All
Hmm.
right. You guys go check it out. Even if you haven't been to the hotel, just, grab a drink, walk around. It's amazing. It's a beautiful space. You should go check it out. And hopefully, Chef, we'll see you there working.
Of course, definitely.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. You guys go see him at the Harpeth Hotel in downtown Franklin. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.